Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. Appreciate you being here on this Tuesday, September 30th, the very last day of September. Welcome to the end of the month, and welcome to a brand new month tomorrow. It's crazy. We're already getting into October. I'm Kelsey Marier, your host and producer for Morning Pulse, every weekday morning where I bring you local top headlines that are happening in southeast Minnesota and northern Iowa so that you can stay informed, maybe on a digital platform, whether that be your laptop or your computer on our KETTC website, our live stream, or maybe you're on your phone right now watching on our KETTC mobile app or our YouTube channel. We appreciate you joining us wherever you are in whatever way you can to get these local headlines so that you know what's happening in our area. Today I have three local headlines to bring you today. The first kind of a continuation of a crime case that we have been following, and then just a couple other stories we want to make sure that you know about for our Tuesday. So we're going to get started here with that crime-related story, kind of a continuing coverage, like I mentioned. This one has to do with a crime from 2022. So a Rochester man has officially now learned his fate in court in connection to a woman's suspicious death. Again, this was more than 3 years ago. A judge handing down the sentence of a little more than 8 years to 44-year-old Timothy Loftus. This happened in Olmsted County Court. That name may sound familiar, but if that doesn't sound familiar to you, we're going to fill you in on what this case is. Loftus had previously pleaded guilty to interference with a dead body and a drug possession charge, for his role in this 2022 death. So back on May 29th of that year, Loftus had provided 28-year-old Tia Arlith with some controlled substances that led to her death. Court records say he then hid her body in a rural Olmsted County field. So that's where those charges came from. Now he was sentenced in court for this suspicious death. Again, a little more than 8 years in this case. Tia Arlith wasn't actually found from that rural Olmsted County field until a few weeks later. So that's just kind of a little recap on the case, but the newest information is that we know that this man has now been sentenced. Again, that is for 8 years in prison. Our next story this morning takes us to a golf course in Rochester, one of the many we have here. Oak Summit Golf Course experienced a little bit of vandalism over the weekend, and the owner is now offering a $2,000 reward for any help for people finding the person responsible for doing this. So you see on your screen some video of what that vandalism was. Essentially, according to the owner of the course, Mitchell DeCook, this took place around 1 o'clock Saturday morning. He says security footage from the golf course shows someone was driving a gray kind of rusty pickup truck on the green, on the fairway of hole 10, which obviously created a little bit of a mess, some tire marks and kind of ripping up and tearing up the green at that specific hole on this course. Well, the Olmsted County Sheriff's Office estimates that damage is around $11,000. So definitely something the golf course is not happy about, and now clearly trying to fix and get that back to what it was before. The investigation in this is still ongoing, and the owner, DeCook, says there have been several tips coming in regarding the suspect. But again, they don't know a very specific make or model of the truck. They just say from that surveillance video, it looked to be a gray, rusty pickup truck that was responsible for this. So if you know anything, contact local authorities so that they can get this vandalism figured out over at Oak Summit Golf Course. Again, this happened early Saturday morning. And finally, kind of on a weather topic, but also news related as well. Obviously, it still kind of feels like summer outside, or late summer, you could say, but we all know what comes after summer, and especially what comes after fall, winter. It's just around the corner. We're not there yet. However, you want to get prepared for the freezing temperatures ahead, and some local organizations are actually trying to get ready and get things situated for people in need, kind of get those winter supplies gathered so that people in need can have access to those items. So the Rochester Salvation Army is participating in this. It's actually going to be hosting an event called More Than Just a Coat Drive. And the Salvation Army for that will be collecting some winter outerwear items over at any of the Rochester Hy-Vee stores. That will be from this coming Monday, so Monday the 6th of October, through next Saturday, October 11th. That is when that coat drive, more than just a coat drive, is happening with the Rochester Salvation Army at Rochester Hy-Vee stores. Your donations clearly will play a big role in the coat drive's success and the health and wellness for people in need that maybe don't have access to get winter items. So some of the items that the Salvation Army is looking for you to help donate, obviously winter coats, but also some insulated winter gloves, boots, snow pants, even scarves, anything to really help keep people warm this season, or this upcoming season of winter. So the nonprofit is collecting those. Again, that will be next Monday through Saturday at any Rochester Hy-Vee store, and then the Salvation Army will be distributing those outerwear items I think the following week on October 15th and 16th. So if you have any extra outerwear items or any winter clothing gear that you're not using, or you want to go out and maybe get something brand new for some people that are going to be needing it this winter, the people that maybe are experiencing homelessness or just don't have the money or the access to be able to have items like this. If you want to help in that and help keep people warm this winter, feel free to go to our website, kettc.com, where we have more information about this, more than just a coat drive, and this story of local organizations kind of coming together to do that. So kind of on that note, obviously it doesn't feel anything like winter yet. It doesn't even feel anything like fall right now. We are still on a very mild trend for the end of September. I mean, we start October tomorrow, and it's definitely still feeling like summer outside. So for some people, that might be good. People like me, maybe, that are trying to hold on to those summer-like temperatures and just soak up the warmth just a little bit more. But I know definitely there are some people that are ready for fall and ready for the seasons and the temperatures to change a little bit. That will come. We're just kind of sticking around with the seasonal temps for a little while longer. So no rain or anything to worry about in the forecast today. Not really any day this week until Sunday, I believe, is what meteorologist Ted Schmidt said. He does have his full forecast. If you want to look for the hour by hour and maybe the day by day into the weekend, you can go to our website, kettc.com. We also have his forecast posted on social media channels as well. All right, that's all that I have for you on this Tuesday, September 30th, the final day. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you right back here tomorrow for another edition of Morning Pulse.